It's okay. I can do this. I can do this. I'm a pro. I'm a pro. So what is up, chat? How are you doing today on this wonderful day of hate and despair?
Oh, why is it hate and despair? Yeah, you're having a good day, I take it.
Heat and despair,
I
not
thought you said
hate.
hate and despair. I was like, oh my goodness, man.
Right, starting. The time difference is just on speed gaming. And by the way, you speed gaming, who is hosting this who has been hosting this marathon, this whole marathon, as well as the Prime Marathon and the Fusion, apparently Metroid Fusion Marathon. I think I saw something like that. So huge shout out to them and to the whole team. I Pixel is doing all the restreams, but I don't know if there is anyone else because I don't really know speed gaming. So yeah, it's a cool channel. It's a cool channel.
I'm pretty sure this has been said like every single match so far. There's nothing to talk about at the start of the game, so I mean, there's not much we can really talk about right now. It's going to be a lot of silence from us.
Yeah, all we know is they are really likely going to get sub 10 for the beginning. Sub 10 entering Deep Shrine, which is like a pretty interesting milestone. Like that's the very first split of Most Runner, and just getting sub 10 is something really few people are able to get. And it's easy. You need really good movement, and there's at least Toads. I know he will crush it. MB, I don't know, but I'm pretty sure he will.
Yeah, and that all comes down to just your movement. I mean, because the first almost 20 minutes is just pure movement based. There's not a whole lot of attack and anything that goes on to it. It's just how good you are at rolling. There's a little bit of RNG throughout those 20 minutes, but for the most part, it's just how good you are at landing your rolls correctly. And that's why you'll see Toads more than likely get a sub 10. He's really good at rolling. So is MB though. So I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if either one of them get sub 10. That was always my worst thing about this game. Is like I could play the game decently, but I couldn't roll for shit. My movement was horrible.
You to be sing like for the first 10 minutes it's going to be sing. There is just movement, like just movement, and I'm not even sure if we will be able to see the league difference because of the restream stuff, and I'm having some issues with the internet. Okay, back. Yeah, this is winners finals. If you weren't aware, the last three people up are MB, Toads, and Kitty, who won his last match for loser. So we'll have loser brackets. Kitty against either one of the two, and will be in grand finals. Two ones who win winner finals and loser finals will be for grand finals. Yeah. I wanna say wasn't expected to be there. Like I wasn't expecting to see Kitty there. Like there is ToadsWoot and then like there's a bunch of people who got sub 2 pretty much. This is the third person is really is the one that no one had a real idea of who it will be. Two first were Toads and Andy, and then who gets the best run out of the two.
Yeah, I gotta say I'm surprised too to see Kitty. I mean, the prediction I made, I didn't submit it, but I didn't have Kitty going as far as he did. So I mean, a lot of people have actually done really, really well this tournament compared to their PBs. There's been so many PBs this tournament; it's been unreal.
Yeah. Big shout out to Blue Infinity, who was like who started running this game like 2 months ago, and now he got sub 2 just because of the tournament. Well, not 2 months ago. I'm exaggerating, like 4 or 5. I don't remember, but yeah, he got really way better, really fast. Getting the sword, broken sword, because to repair the sacred sword, so we'll have to go to the Minish. Oh wow, there's Minish. They actually leave. What? Oh my god, they're real. When will I race Indo? When someone else will be ready to race Indo.
It's actually funny too because as many people that have ran this game on any percent, there's been very few that have actually done 100%. Out of the few people that have done 100%, MB and Toads have both done it 100%, and both have had a world record on 100% at different times.
Yeah, I'm the last one who don't have world record with Fernando. I'm the bad one. But I beat Team Speedy. Hey, how bad that? Oh well. Endo is 100% of this game is a really interesting category, by the way. If you don't know about it, seriously, go watch it. I'm not doing
not
it.
interesting. Don't do it.
You have really cool stuff going on 100%. It's really good. All right, so right there we can see that MB was in the lead for Ezlo cutscene, and then he came back, and that's just rolling. That's really just frame perfect rolls, right there. That's how you can see the difference. Just having frame perfect rolling. It's actually kind of weird to explain. Like, when you're used to a rhythm, like your rhythm to roll, it's really hard to change your rhythm to get better rolling. Like, it's just incredibly hard. You know that your roll isn't as good as it could be, but you can't fix it because you're in your rhythm. You can make it faster. It's incredibly hard.
Z-Nubs, go back to sleep.
Alright, wow. This is an incredible lead that Toadstone got. Like, 2 seconds. 2 seconds just on better rolling. It's just that. There's really not much to say. Like, you gotta get the to do to the temple. You need to talk to this guy, the priest. Then get the nut, and then you will talk to the elders, and then come back here to get a Earth Temple, Deeper Shrine, whatever. I could never name the temple well, never. One thing I noticed is for every little adjustment, movement adjustment you have to do, good to do like a diagonal movement. It's actually better to do just straight lines, like for not even half a second, just a quarter of a second. Just do one right, and then you go back to the direction you wanted. it seems to be better most of the time. I've been trying to spot the difference I had with Toads a bunch, see why he got such a better time than me. And well, it's really just movement. Most of the time, it's really just movement. And he's also really consistent at this game. It's pretty incredible. So one thing we did not explain yet, when you roll, so yeah, that was 2 Satan, just okay. 957 and 1000. So not Satan for MB, but well, very close. I was when you roll, there is a few frames where you can't be hit. You've got iframes, right? So you can go through mist while rolling. This is really useful, and we will see that bunch later. However, it's not on the whole roll. It's going to be for just a few frames of the roll in the middle, kind of in the middle. So you have to. It's actually kind of weird to get to that. Once you're used to it, it's kind of easy to deal with. Oh yeah, another thing we noticed here. There's a little weird movement here you have to do. The reason why every time you see Neslo cutscene, usually if you're rolling into that Neslo cutscene, then Link will have a little break in his movement, wait for a few seconds, and then Neslo will speak to him. It doesn't happen if you walk into this cutscene, so it's usually better to walk in Neslo cutscene than rolling into Neslo cutscene. So that's something you have to take into account when doing your movement trial. Challenge tells TM sister purely with emotes. Well, we will have hopefully Kinstone emotes pretty soon. At some point, I don't know when, but I submitted them, so that will help too for some stuff. So yeah, this room is a really good example for iframes hold, rolling in between these enemies. I don't remember the name. First mini boss. I would be really surprised to see more cycle from these two runners, because getting more than 2 cycle is at this level is really bad. Like you need to hit the nose of the mother pillar, then you hit the other side. It's dead in 2 cycles. Damn, English is hard. Oh, MB going for the YOLO-ish strat, not taking the hurt. Toads did because he was at only 3/4 hurt. MB did not need that. He has a little bit more. That allows him to get back on Toads. Again, they're really close because it's nearly just movement up until now. I mean, for the first 40 minutes, there's just movement in this run. Or, yeah, just movement. Well, it will kind of change. It should kind of change. Oh wow, the blue rupee, go get it. Okay, so now Toads get 5 seconds more late. or 15 seconds. I don't know. The thing is, we've got an important money route to deal with. We need 20 rupees after the dungeon to get the bottle, which will allow us to go in Moncrona. And then we'll have to get 40 rupees for the grip ring, which is pretty much right after. So usually you're going to get to go for 3 red rupees, which is basically 16. But if you get a blue rupee right there, you will be able to go in a cave that has 15 rupees, and it's like 12 seconds faster. I don't remember how much, but it's basically faster because it will allow you to skip that one chest in the shrine that you'll see MB gets right after you take the teleporter. Those will skip it though. That's a really cool thing to get. So right there, you can see how much time he's saving over MB. Oh, towards the cave is in Mount Renal's pit, bottom. On the after you climb the beam and the first ladder, it's on the top left. It's on the top left before the secret cave. Like you go up the ladder, you see the wall. You go just right left from the wall to get it. Yeah, Todd doesn't know where the cave is because he never got the blue rupee ever. Like we've seen a bunch of blue rupees already during this tournament, which is pretty cool. But Toad's never got it, and he was always yeah. Well, it seems like not listening. Oh yeah, you can probably notice Toad's mashing is incredible. The thing is, mashing really fast doesn't matter too much for boss fight because you don't really see them, but the boss have iframes. Like every time they take a hit, they will be red for a while. And yeah, you don't need to mash really fast. You just need to dash your sword. But the timing is kind of hard, so you'd rather mash. And I think MB is on this. Yeah, okay, you got the good RNG for the third cycle. That's pretty great. Let's say for like 3 seconds, maybe. Like there are 3 cycles for this boss. The 2 first one, he will always do the same thing. The first one is he will chase you. Second one, he will start with a jump, then chase you. The third one, he will either do the same thing as the second cycle, or do like jump about 6 times. It's kind of annoying because that way you can pull with a magic jar. So Toads has 17 seconds lead, but this lead is kind of fake because it still has to go for the 15 rupee cave. So he will lose like 10 seconds. So he's only like 7-second difference. So blue rupee changes that Toads doesn't need 1 extra rupee chest in the Deep Shrine, but will go for a cave in Mount Canal to get 15 rupees. It's slightly faster, like 10 seconds faster. You'll find out, Toads. You're good enough. You know where it is. I'm sure that deep in your heart you know where it is. So you get the bomb bag right after the dungeon. It's pretty cool. Bombs are pretty cool in this game. You can throw them to damage enemies, any enemies. Like all of them will take damage from thrown bombs. They can also explode, which also deal damage. You can destroy. You can do a lot of stuff with bombs. The thing is, you only have 10. Bomb body is only 10. The second bomb bag you get 30 hits, way enough for pretty much everything. But we'll stick with the first bomb bag. So here we save and quit. Is there quit for Kingston guy? That skips the fusion, but that means we will not be able to do Hundo anymore. So rip Hundo again. So we'll skip one hurt piece and we'll not have that one fusion. So we'll not get one hurt piece and the tingle statue. Sorry. Then we get the quick spin, the spin attack. Get out of town. It's not that useful. Like as itself, it won't really be used, but it exists pretty much. You just have to get it, because otherwise, I'm pretty sure you're going to be in trouble once you get a better sword. So here, MB for the roll lift. I did not watch Toads. I'm actually more watching MB than Toads. Basically, when you have a bomb, if you roll and then throw it, I'm pretty sure that Toads did not get it. If you pull a bomb and throw it, okay, got it. It got the cave. So that's the cave with 15 rupees. MB will not get this, so this is something that is good. If you take pull a bomb, you take it and throw it, you will win like 30 frames. But if you do that roll lift thing, where you place the bomb and roll, it's roll lift basically. It saves like twice more time. But it's really hard to get. Like it's frame perfect trick, and this game is 60 frames per second, so not easy to get at all. But well, these guys are RB, so well, MB got it twice in a row, just like that. But now the roots are synced up. Not really actually. MB no, the roots are synced up. So if you want to time anything, then the time is now. You can get this P. It's pretty much on the way. Just need to flash your sword on it. It's great. So as I said, there were like 17 seconds difference. Now there is just 8 seconds difference. And yeah, Toad still is pretty well delayed. Like at 8 seconds at this level of gameplay. One thing to not do here, and something that new players will do once. I'm pretty sure at least everyone did it once. Is dropping the mineral water, at least once. At least once in your life, you drop mineral waters. That means you have to go all the way back to the mineral water fountain, get the mineral water, and then come back for the seed. This is a really bad thing. This is a really bad thing to do. Shout out to Blue who got it in one of the he got at the tournament. Like yeah, Blue Infinity did 7 runs. He beat it 6 times. This is how incredible of a progression Blue did. Like he had it in 207 at first, and now he has 159. I'm pretty sure. So sub 2. I'm really loving that that progression he got. That's how cool Minish Cat can be. So yeah, now we're getting the grip ring. We need 40 rupees for that. So we're pretty close to um, we're pretty close to not to over with Ruby Route. If you want to talk Atros, just do. Like, I'm having some stops and no one says anything. Okay, yeah, so apparently Atros is still here, but I'm just doing also commentary and he didn't say anything. I'm sorry.
Oh, there's nothing to apologize, man. I'm just sitting here. I'm like, whenever I had something to talk about, you were just mid-sentence, and I was just gonna hop in, interrupt you, and you talk for about 2 minutes straight. And it was something like that happened forever ago. I was like, never mind. I don't need to say anything now. I don't need to explain what I was originally going to say.
Oh, that was a nice bomb use here. Like as I explained, you can throw bombs on enemies and they will die. That's what those just did right there.
So that was really fortunate that it happened for MB too, because now they're almost even. That's a giant time waste whenever that happens, considering the fact that you usually have to waste your time killing those enemies, because if not, they're still going to be in your way. So not only do they stop you while pulling the mushroom, which wastes time, you also have to kill them.
Yeah. Thing is, P-Head won't attack you right away. Like he'll just be moving around. And sometimes hit you. The Tech-Tite, however, will target you. So, if you have to kill one of those two, kill the Tech-Tite. Best puzzle right there, pushing rocks all the way. At least you are able to enjoy this music that I'm pretty sure you guys know. It's from A Link to the Past. Good game. Not as good as Minish, but good game. Has anybody made time? Yes, Toads got trolled by the P-Hat and Tech-Tite before the rock puzzle, so Andy got some save time because Toads got bad RNG. Yeah, this but always have red rupee. You need 60 rupees for the weight mushroom. So we'll get this 20 rupee and a 50 rupee chest in Cave of Flames. And yeah, Montreal is done. We went all the way around Montreal to get to Milta's mine, so we can forge a sword, and we will now be able to enter Cave of Flames, where the fire element is. As a reminder, we need the 4 elements and to repair the third sword. So that's what we're going to do.
And this is one of the worst spots to die if you're doing a run. I mean, it's not too bad after you get the mitts, the climbing mitts, or the grip ring. It's not too bad. But if you die like right before getting the grip ring, you have to start all the way back at the bottom and do the entire Mount Cranal again. I mean, even when you die, it's still a pretty big waste of time. But
yeah, and there aren't many heart refills placed too, and you're going to take a lot of damage in here, like in Montreal. This is a really tough place, even for top players. Like I've seen countless people die in here. Even myself, like, it's really common to die here. Apparently only 3 seconds difference, which is pretty sick. There is still ahead, but MB is He's not giving up. He's still here. And stuff can happen anytime. We can have a Palace of Wind, Ocarina Glitch. We can have Octo. We can have a bunch of RNG. There's still, like, even if most of the stuff is good movement, there's RNG. So starting with this fight and these bubbles. Wow.
I'm really confused. I think MB might have just zoned out or something like that because his item switch was really slow, and then he decided to attack the bombs, which is a bit slower than actually using your Gust Jar and shooting it up against the wall.
Yeah, he got hit while trying to use the Gust Jar, so I guess he went for the attacking them. Also, Toads just got perfect RNG on this fight. Perfect RNG. I'm pretty sure no one can get something better with the way he was going to execute it. So, and MB got trolled by the bubbles, and we did not get such a good fight. This Minish spot is you would think if you go left right away you would be hit by the fire, but no. So it's a cool the stupid rollback. But I am having a really hard time watching just the RTMP player. Reduces the delay quite a lot, and also I'm just okay. Fight happened like 70 seconds ago. But I'm also commentating way later because sometimes I'm just thinking of something and then something happens and I just keep it in my head. So just to say, hey, I have to catch up what I missed. I missed commentating. Yeah, average run would be like 205, I would say, for most people. The good people at this game will get it 2 hours, sub 2. This 2 will definitely get a sub 2. I'm pretty sure. I think they will get sub 157. Sub 155 would be a really good run from both. It should happen, but
Oh, and MB messed up that fight. This is something I've said throughout this tournament multiple times. With this fight, the spot that you have to stand on the left side to get the spin attack to kill the 3 chews is actually pretty precise. There's only like a few pixels that you have to stand on. But if you don't have to kill all 3 of them, if you miss the spin attack, you want it to miss low and not hit the top left guy, because you still have time to roll up and just double sword attack the guy in the top left and then set up for a spin attack to kill the rest. Unfortunately, MB, he missed high, so he didn't kill the bottom left one, which there's no way you can recover from that other than just, you know, randomly doing the fight and hoping for the best. So he lost even more time than he was already behind because of that fight.
Yeah, apparently it's 21 seconds. That's a pretty big difference now. At this level, this is a pretty big difference. There's still a lot of stuff that can happen, but yeah, it's big. And again, there weren't many mistakes so far. Like, it's a really good play. It's just that at this level, anything can make you win or lose the race. Anything. And Toads is super consistent in this game.
Oh, well, speaking of Toads being consistent, he messed up that rollabite throw.
Well, this room is stupid.
It is. It's a very dumb room. I mean, I don't know if it's supposed to be a puzzle or, like, I want to know what their thought process was behind making this room, because you can't really take a whole lot of damage. Speedrunning, you'll occasionally get hit just because you're trying to go a little bit faster, but if you're casually playing, it's almost impossible to take damage from the rollerblades. And it's not hard to figure out what to do after you hit them. So it's not much of a puzzle either.
Yeah, it's just a stupid room. And it's super annoying too because the rollerblades are kind of RNG, so sometimes they will not act as you want. Since you need to throw them on the pits, it's stupid. It's really stupid.
Jake Cooper or Copper, I'm not really sure how to say your name. Honestly, when I used to speedrun this game, the main competition I had was MB. His end game was always the best. So, I mean, well, I don't know, his early game was always pretty good, but his end game was usually really, really strong. So, I mean, he can still come back, he just has a good end game, plus most of the RNG that happens in the game, almost all the RNG that happens in the game is the last half, so he can so easily come back.
Yeah, it's like 20 seconds is a lot, but it's not that much either. Like, if Toads gets something bad and MB gets something good, then it can turn the whole thing around. So you really shouldn't do any mistakes, so it will just be... If one mistake happens, it can turn everything around. This is basically what can happen when you have the top 2 player of the game racing against each other. There won't be much to say. Like, if you're just watching one of them and not taking care of the other one, you could think, yeah, hey, he's doing pretty great, and you realize the second one is doing slightly better, and you're like, what? That's... And now, Clear. So are we going to talk about the walls or not?
I think it's been mentioned almost every single time now.
Yeah. We will not say what the wall have a secret. What's the secret? Wow, I can't make this sentence. Will not see the secret. There, that's the sentence. That's English. Yay.
And you can get a quick hit on Glee Rock, which is what Toad's got. Glee Rock will he'll shoot at a fireball after a little bit of time, but you have just enough time to hit a shell. If you're too soon, it's still invulnerable. If you're too late, then the fireball will come out. So that's a good way to judge if you got it about, you know, as quickly as you can get it, is if he shoots a fireball or not. And B and Toads both got it, which is good, so they saved a little bit of time right there. And for some reason on this fight, if you should try to always have Glee Rock in the top. And if you notice, that's what they're doing. They're purposely walking up to the top and getting Glee Rock to go up there. For some reason, he drops. I can't remember how many frames quicker, but he does drop a few frames quicker when you're up top compared to the left, right, or bottom. So to get as much time gain as possible, you want him to be up top.
It's pretty stupid. At this point, we're still saving the frames. We have to do it. It's just faster.
And MB's wasting a little bit of time here because Glee Rock was on the right side, then he spit all the way down. So he finished spitting on the left side. MB didn't want to flip the shell and have to hit him on the left side, so he waited a little bit. So that was a pretty bad fight for MB, just because that part right there. Oh, he barely got sub 39.
Yeah, another milestone to get when you're getting into this game is sub 40. As you can see, they're pretty way above that. It's like sub 39 for both, which is good. It's insane. Getting a 39 itself is pretty decent. Like, you know, you've not messing up and go even further and get 39.
So the
We're
Toad just got
getting water here.
what?
Um,
So Toad just got a bottle of water. In this game, we use the bottle to pick up
actually,
water.
After, yeah. Like,
Grant, what are you saying?
What? What are you talking about?
I'm wondering what you keep saying.
I mean, bad or my internet refuses. Great. Uh, yes, Jig Cooper. It has been. The race that I did not know, but yeah, the 3-hole challenge is the thing of the, for this game, and it's actually pretty hard.
So even though this fight's really short, there's actually 3 different strategies for it that we've come up with over the years. When I first started speedrunning it, the strat we used was what the Taz was, and it's just a spin attack, but it's insanely perfect. You have to start charging the sword almost immediately after gaining control of Link. If you're just a few frames late on charging the sword, you won't be able to actually get a full charge in time. Plus, you have to walk down just a few frames to get them to go at an angle to just slow them down just enough, because if they run straight across, you're not going to get a full charge in time. So we did that for the longest time, always messed it up until somebody came up with a different strat of just walking down, which is what Toads did, and the moblins will walk down there and then you can just fight them. And then just recently, somebody else came up with a strat of walking straight up and touching the wall, then walking down a little bit. The moblins will run straight up to the top, and then you can just attack them there, which that method's actually the easiest, because you don't have to worry about the moblins having their weapon pointed at you or anything like that, so that's the method everybody should use. It's the easiest and the cleanest. Just walk up and touch the wall and come back down a little bit.
Yeah, no, this game is not as broken as as other Zelda games. So you have in order. you'll just skip a bunch of stuff in between because yeah, we've still got glitches, rig dungeons and stuff, but not much for doing things out of order.
So Toad just ran over and read a sign. The whole reasoning for that it wasn't random or anything like that. The whole purpose for reading that sign is at the very end of the sign it will tell you don't forget your Pegasus boots, and that actually starts the book chain quest. If you don't do that, you're like how what the game wants you to do is actually go up to the marsh and actually walk it. Like if you start walking towards that, Esla will pop up and talk to you, telling you, "Hey, you need something to help you get across this," and that starts to trigger. But if instead you actually just read that sign, it saves you a little bit of time going up to the marsh and everything and doing the Esla text, which we will eventually skip to when they get to it.
Yeah. It's one of the rare Eslo texts that we can skip. The one in the swamp, marsh, whatever. So it's cool to skip it, and also don't slash a sign because that's bad. Because if you slash a sign, you obviously have to go for the Eslo text. Because yeah, you can destroy signs in this game. Come back after you leave and re-enter the screen, but well, you will not be able to read them. They are destroyed. Alright, so now we need Pegasus boots, so we need to go for the mushroom, which the forest. Problem is, it's not as the same exit as a normal forest, so we have to go through London Ranch, then go in Lake Helia for a little bit, and then we can go to Syrup's house, get the white mushroom, and come back. Pretty much. Yes, it is. The second dungeon is the Cave of Flames, which with the minecart, and the third dungeon is pretty much the rings. There's no real game mechanic, I don't think. Just a dungeon. Very interesting dungeon, but no giant gimmick. Yeah, it's a really good game. Casually, it's a good game. It's really fun. A bunch of side quests to do too if you enjoy side quests. Bunch of art keys to get. It's not just mini game, just like in Majora's Mask. You actually have to explore it. And yeah, it's really interesting game. As long as you don't have to do figurines. Yeah, that's why you need 60 rupee. To the west 60 rupee. We've got 70 because 20 plus 50 very easy to get. And now we don't need anymore. We got the money we need. We can just yeah, we can just go and. The only thing we need to collect extra will be a keystone, a red keystone. That's because it's red and has the form of a tree to get a fusion that will allow 3 areas total. Yeah. And we'll actually get it in the next dungeon, which will be the first real glitch of this game. First real skip will be in the next dungeon. So if you were tired of seeing people just going fast but not doing stuff normally, look at this dungeon. Dude just did the starting fight. I'm not able to see it because my internet is terrible, but Okay. Can probably explain better than me. You're still here?
Yeah, I'm still here. The Dark Knight fight. All you got to do is what you want him to have. Well, what you want to have happen is him to do a charge attack, and if you just charge your boots and run into the wall like MB just did, you want him to charge attack over top of you, and you'll just instantly kill him because whenever you hit him, he'll be stuck into the wall. MB got pretty trolled right there. He wasted a lot of time there with that Dark Knight, and Toads is getting ready to save and quit out after you get the bow. It's faster to save and quit than it is to actually run back. It saves 7 seconds to save and quit here. Looks like Toads is running back? Question mark?
Wait, he's not doing the saving quit?
No, he did. He just started running back and then save and quit. Okay, that's what I figured he was trying to do. He was trying to kill himself, and he was trying to think of a way to kill himself, so he actually walked out, then saved and quit, and then he killed himself with the spiky thorns right outside the marsh. So MB just gained a lot of time because of that. And MB also just got a heart drop, so if he picks up that heart, he has the exact same amount of health as Toads now. So since we have the eye gores, you got to shoot them in the eye. That'll activate them. Then you can just roll right underneath them when they're jumping. Pretty easy to do. Saves time because instead, what you're supposed you should do. I'm assuming what the game wants you to do is either kill them by shooting them in the eye every time they land, or just going around them. It's obviously just much quicker to roll underneath them. And this game, like at any percent, there's only 4 Kinstone fusions. This is 3 of the 4 right here, just to get these pillars to jump up and slam the ground and break this boulder. Which I actually found out during this tournament, after you give them the Kinstone, after you fuse Kinstones with them, they actually smile. I'd never noticed that before. One of the possible Kinstone fusions we used to actually do until we timed it, we used to actually fuse Kinstones with Hurdy-Gurdy Man, and then we found out that it's actually faster to save and quit around him. One of the issues with save and quit past Hurdy-Gurdy Man is if we keep the blue Kinstone we're supposed to fuse with him. So we had to deal with that in our Kinstone bag throughout the rest of the game. Usually you don't pick up Kinstones. You don't want to pick up Kinstones because it's just a waste of time to go through the text after you pick one up. But you'll always have that blue one in your Kinstone bag, which you have to cycle through. Obviously, it's less time to cycle through your Kinstone bag to get to the right one than it is to actually fuse the Hurdy-Gurdy Man. The 4th Kinstone fusion is the shortcut to Palace of Winds. One of the fusions that you can do in this game is a guy in town. You'll fuse with them, and he'll actually give you a shortcut into Palace of Winds. So it's completely useless without the Ocarina glitch, unless you go to Cloud Tops. It's seriously there, so you don't have to go all the way to Cloud Tops again to get back into Palace of Winds. If for some reason you ever wanted to go to town while midway through the dungeon or whatever. So what they decided to do was have that shortcut, which is nice for us speedrunners because it allows us to skip going to the graveyard, cloud tops, and doing cloud tops. Wow, and they both balked right before Fortress of Winds. That's impressive. So right here, what the game wants you to do is actually fuse correctly, where you have enough space where you can just walk on the buttons. You're supposed to actually destroy the skull on the right and fuse, but if you actually fuse with just one space away from the distance that you actually need, you can press the button and then move on to the other one just before the button unpresses. Another one of those few, like, you know, maybe second worth of time saves. I don't think that, because you'd have to pick up the skull and throw it away.
Yeah, remember this place because we'll come back later. Great team. There is one skip, which is called the BK skip, as simple as that, and it involves this string and a glitch that you will see only here in this category. We actually used this glitch in 100% in another place, and it's really cool because that one place there uses both Ocarina glitch and using item on Minish spot. That's the good RNG you want on a Dark Net, except when you get Green Kinstone. Kinstone chat. And good RNG for ND2 on Spike. It's still quite behind. So, usually you would get a second key and go all the way around to get the big key, but now that we have the mole mates, you can actually skip doing all that. That saves 3 minutes. So that's basically what the lead to. It's a 3-frame trick, so 4th frame is RNG, whether or not you get it. And basically what you need to do is use an item on main spot, which will be the mole mates, that will allow you to be a little higher on the shrinking platform, Minish spot. Then wait the right frame because you will have a bomb behind and get damage boost when you go up. Toads failed using item on Minish spot. And now that he got it, pause buffer to get the right frame. When he got it, equips, boom. There you go.
MB shouldn't have too much difficulty with this, but hopefully he doesn't mess up too much because he only has 1 1/4 heart. So if he messes it up and gets there you go. He got a first shot. As I said, if he messed up and got hit still, and he did it again, he'd definitely have to pick up if he messed it up twice, he had to reset. I don't really picture him messing up that many times, but you know, anything can really happen.
Cool test strat here from Toads. It's amazing. It really just saves frame because the right hand doesn't really move to do that, and it looks really sick too. Amy is going for the usual strat. So inside of Madol, you need to hit 1 pillar. It's not you have to do it 3 times. It's never the same pillar on 2 consecutive cycles. And the pillar is RNG. Second and third cycle are annoying because you actually have to use the magnets to get there. and since you don't really know which pillar you need to hit, then it's really just down to RNG, and Toad got the worst RNG possible.
See, that's one thing that's weird about this game too, is every Zelda follows the same pattern where you'll get an item in a dungeon, you have to use that item during the boss fight. Well, this one does it too, but you also got the bow and arrow right before this dungeon, so you have to use both the items that you got.
Yeah, and you also have to use the sword. The problem is you only have 2 items left, so you have to do a bunch of menus during this fight. It's quite annoying, but at least that allowed to go pretty well how to switch from arrow to Molnix really fast. Really bad RNG for Toads. Like, I'm pretty sure it was the worst possible RNG in God. So basically, MB saved 1 full kill on him. He got good RNG on the third cycle. I didn't see the second one. Yeah, double last pillar for Toads. Worst RNG possible. The most broken item of the game, known as the Ocarina. We're not using Trado. Like, basically, the only use of the Ocarina is to teleport, which is good for a speedrunner. Like, you can teleport every place of the map. That's not the only use you can have with the Ocarina, and we'll see that later. And that's some really sick Ocarina time. Sub 101, it's pretty incredible. Most people will get like 105, 107. They're just above it. Now, what you've all been waiting for, book quests. Best quest of the game, yay! We need to get 3 books to get the flippers. We did not find it, we just need it for like 1 room, and that's it. But we still need it. So we need to get 3 books. The first one is pretty fast. Second one not so much. Third one is super long to get.
The worst thing about this,
about 10 minutes of that.
worst thing about this quest too is this is to get the power bracelets and the flippers. The power bracelets we only need twice in this entire run, and it's one of the times is actually to get the flippers. The other time is in Palace of Winds. The flippers we actually only need 1 time, but like we have found ways to actually glitch through using the flippers in multiple different areas, but just one area we haven't found a way to actually not use the flippers. So the items that we get, we only use a couple times each. And the book quest is one of the longest splits in the game.
Yeah, it's 10 minutes long, pretty much. So right there, you might be wondering why we're going to the cafe and going in this place where you would usually get the second bottle. Well, we're now going to use Ocarina Glitch, which is a frame perfect trick, align perfectly and get in the room where the second book is. Which skip a bunch of stuff. It's pretty cool. So Ocarina Glitch is frame perfect on a 60 FPS game, and then you need to align pretty well. There is as many setups for the align as there are runners, pretty much. Because this is setup, and we just did the classic setup.
And this is just one of the things that shows that TMC is just a really random game. This the Ocarina Glitch here, like each one is unique in its own individual way. And that one's unique because we actually kill the pesto. We purposely kill the pesto because it actually allows us, it keeps the green book up on the second screen after the Ocarina Glitch over. The old route used to be just to do the Ocarina Glitch and run over, but the book wasn't there, so we had to reload the area by walking down the stairs and back up. Well, it eventually got found out that we could just kill the pesto. We'd get that weird graphical link. But when we ran over to the other side, the green book was still there. Only difference, we actually have to play the Ocarina glitch so we can copy ourselves, because the Ocarina glitch doesn't allow you to use, stuff like that on the ground. So we have to actually deactivate the Ocarina glitch by playing it.
Yeah, what exactly do Ocarina glitches? It's kind of weird. Like basically, you're entering stairs, but at the same time you're canceling the animation. So the game thinks you're not really in the room anymore. So it freezes every enemies. Like it stays in the state of okay, Link is going up. We don't need to move anyone else. They can just freeze, and their sprite, their hitbox actually disappears, which is something you might know too. And it also locks your Z potion for some odd reason, which allow you to levitate on the ground, out of the ground, so you can go on water. On you won't fall. It has a bunch of properties. It also has the property to because a lot of opportunities to soft lock. Like on the room, you use Ocarina. If you try to roll, if you strike pose, if you bonk, if you try to talk to someone, you will soft lock. Link won't be able to move. You won't be able to do anything. You will be dead, pretty much. And if you don't align to, you will get stuck. Like you in the book room. So you will still be able to save and quit, but it's quite annoying. I set up for it, but it's pretty exciting. There, it was power bracelet. So we got that. Now we're going for the third book. You are supposed to get the power bracelet to get the second book, but with the organic glitch, that backtrack. Here's house, which is isolated in Lake Alia for some reason.
So as Toads is going down this water, you'll see him shoot to the side. That just speeds up the lily pad a little bit. It's quicker to do it that way than it is to just go straight down. And after he pushes this blue book down, after it hits the ground and shoots up that dust, you can just save and quit out. The book will stay on the ground. You can just walk over and pick it up after the save and quit, which is a lot faster than going back up the water that NB is currently in.
Yeah, it's you also have to do not too fast, because if you do it too fast, then the book will stay up, so you won't be able to pick it up. You really have to wait a little that the book is down. It's down. My internet is being stupid again. Feels great.
And then after you turn in all 3 books, you get to see the fastest old guy alive. Just imagine if we could play as him instead of Link. We'd be able to beat this game in about an hour. The whole purpose of the book quest was to... After you complete all the books, the old guy will put them back in the shelf so you can climb on the ridges of them. And that allows you to get here, talk to this old Minish, and then the floor will drop from below you, and then you'll actually be able to get the flippers. The whole purpose of this book quest was just to get the flippers.
There, those guys are quite annoying. Toads got them packed, so he was able to use bombs to deal damage to them. Usually it would kill them, but I don't know exactly what happened. That was kind of weird. Yeah, okay, you can use bombs to kill enemies. Problem is to fight this kind of RNG skills uh, quite work here.
Yeah, and MB got trolled by the scissor beetles. Those are some of the most annoying enemies in the game. That's the bad thing about Minish Cap. All the enemies are pretty annoying, and they're in a separate way. And the scissor beetles, you can only really hit them while they're attacking because they'll keep turning to look at you, and their pincers are invulnerable, so you'll just hit those and bounce off, and you can't hit their body. So it's the only way to really actually hurt them is to either throw bombs into them, and then just have them blow up, which is overall is a waste of bombs. If you use a bomb for that one fight, it's okay, especially if you can get a hit on both of them. So you're pretty much just sitting there waiting for them to attack so you can attack them.
Yeah. So now the most broken dungeon of the game, pretty much. With Darkers in castle pretty close. And now Fortress of Wind too. So we're basically just going to drag this key, and then we're going to get a kernel glitch. That way we will be able to skip the big key. But that's not all. Now we have an extra key because we are not using it to get the big key. So that will allow to kind of destroy the intended way to do something. Yeah, the place where Toad is. This is where you need the flippers. Getting to the water temple is actually possible without the flippers. If you find a way to trigger Ocarina glitch, which you can, but we didn't find a way yet for this place. I disagree too, Hero. But as the best dungeon music. I said dungeon. If Flames is here or listening to that, he would say it's the best, but no, he's wrong.
Oh, and Toad's got the swag mushroom.
Yeah, Toads go for it, and apparently it's quite easy. I didn't really break, but yeah, it's swag. Nothing much to say. It was found out when making the new test of the game. It's really close to be done. We are hoping it will be done before the end of the marathon. It's pretty hype. It's pretty hype because I'm pretty sure that it's way faster than everyone in here thinks, besides the one who loves stats and the progress it has right now.
Oh, that's going to be a lot faster considering the fact that the old Taz was pretty quick and has been quite a few time savers since, and I'm pretty sure they're running on the Japanese version, so that'll speed it up even more so.
Yes, they are. Also, it's on a better version of BB8 that handles Ocarina glitch better. I think. I'm not sure about that though.
Oh, and Toad's having to play it safe there. At 3/4 heart up against 2 scissor beetles.
Again, scissor beetle fight. Pretty annoying. Yeah, and this is really close. Like that's a really
So this game's nice enough where the Pegasus boots don't get affected by ice physics, so rolling, walking, all that obviously gets affected, but you can just run the Pegasus boots, and it's just like running like normal. So they'll just run right through here, damage off a few enemies, and that's another thing too. When you get hit while using the Pegasus boots, Link doesn't react at all. So it's really easy to do that floor. Try doing that floor sometime without using the Pegasus boots. Done it before, is one of the worst experiences of my life. And look, Rand disconnected. And he's back.
My internet is terrible. Like it was fine just before the tournament, and then all of a sudden, bam.
Hope. I wish I could argue that point, dude. That's very true. So this right here is Blue Chew, same as the Green Chew on DWS. The only difference is it's got lightning. So honestly, all the lightning does is just waste your time. The fight's exactly the same, except for the fact you just have to wait before you can actually suck up his goop.
Good after getting the lantern, because we just needed to beat the boss, pretty much. There is a few other uses of the lantern later, but we can access the second switch and access the boss.
Yeah, this game's really good at giving you an item that you will only use a few times. The bow and arrow you don't use a whole lot. The lantern you use 2 or 3 times. The moments only a few times. So any percent for this game, you'll notice that they aren't really using items too much except for the ocarina, boots, sword. Those items get used a lot throughout the entire game. The rest of the items are just there for certain fights or certain areas. Now we got the RNG himself. This right here is usually a run killer. If you have a good run going, this is usually who decides that they're done with your run and they end it for you. Big Octo, he can... His cycles, what he's going to do is set on cycle 1 and cycle 2. On the first cycle, he's going to shoot 3 boulders. You just gotta knock those back. On the second cycle, he's gonna try to suck you in. Then he's gonna shoot a boulder at you. Then he's gonna try to suck you in. Then he's gonna shoot 2 boulders at you. The third phase, that's where it's just pure RNG. Either he will shoot 3 boulders at you, or he'll try to suck you in. And if he does try to suck you in, that's what we call an ink phase, because he'll start shooting out ink. The screen will go black, and you just have to sit there and wait for that phase to end. And then after he comes out of that, he'll either again shoot a boulder at you or try to suck you up. The worst you can get is 2 ink phases if you don't miss one of his attacks. Most commonly is 1 ink phase. That almost always happens. 0 and 2 ink phase do happen though. And this right here, I mean, MB could instantly jump in front of he could jump to the lead just with this fight. If MB gets a 0 ink and Toads gets a 2 ink, that right there is like a 40-second or something like that difference. I'm pretty sure it is like 20 or 30 seconds per ink phase.
Yeah, I think that's that.
Plus, you can also get charge attacks and stuff like that. That can just waste more time. And unfortunately, Toad's already got an ink phase, but he also prolonged the ink phase. He tried to roll away from Octo to not get sucked up, and that just wasted time. So if he would have just accepted his fate and just popped into Octo's mouth, he wouldn't have wasted as much time. And MB unfortunately got sucked into, so they both got 1 ink so far. Yeah, I can hear you, Cran. Alright, so unfortunately, MB, well, fortunately for MB, he gets 1 ink, which is the most common. 1 ink is, it happens probably 90% of the time. The other 10% is 1 ink and 2 ink, or 0 ink and 2 ink. Unfortunately, Toad's got the worst of the two, and he got 2 ink. So MB is now in the lead purely because of RNG.
Yeah, this is what Octo does too. That's one of the things we said. Anything that can turn the thing around, the race around, and Big Octo was getting a diaprint images. Just making the internet so bad. I'm so sad right now.
Whoa, Feasel, dude. Whoa. Quit giving away the secrets, man.
Sorry. I just accidentally hit my mic. That was bad. I'm sorry. I apologize.
So now that they got the water element, they're going to fuse their sword, get a new sword, and then they're going to go into Palace of Winds. And this right here is the biggest time save in the entire game. Out of all the Ocarina glitches that we do, this is easily the most time-saving one. We're supposed to go to the graveyard, then to the cloud tops, and mess around up there for a good bit. Unfortunately, you know, for the game, we just don't do that. If you Ocarina glitch, you can actually just walk right through people. Because it registers you on a different height than the people, so you're not actually getting blocked by them. That's the whole reason why they're there. They're there to block you so you can't go straight into Palace of Winds. But if you Ocarina glitch, you're on a different height, so you just walk right through
them. Is it because of that, or is it just because when you use it, the sprite are you can just go through enemies?
I just always assumed it's because you're on a different height, so that's why it doesn't block you.
Because
I mean,
if you have Ocarina glitch on other screens, the game you can hit the enemies and the enemy can hit you. So. Dungeon. really hard to get quite later on. You've got one try for it, and it's really stupid. It's one frame.
So coming up, we have the best fight in the game. Whoever came up with this strat is obviously a god. So, you know, shout outs to them. So we got the Rockscape fight. We got the Rockscape fight coming on, and it's a really easy fight, but it looks really, really good when it's done well. Oh, and MB messed it up. He placed his bombs a little too quickly, so his top bomb didn't hit the top two.
Uh, 1-1-2 is like close to perfect. Getting
and Toads messed up as well. They both did it kind of weird. They both really walked in a weird way. What you're supposed to do is you're supposed to place those 3 bombs. The top bomb is designed to kill the top 2 Wizrobes, and then the other 2 bombs you're supposed to grab and then throw to the side. But you want to make sure that you take a stutter step to the opposite direction. If you're throwing the bomb to the right, you want to make sure you take a step to the left, and vice versa. Well, they both kind of really were awkward of how the movement there. So, Toads was kind of forced to throw this. They were both kind of forced to throw their second bomb kind of quickly. And unfortunately, since Toads was forced to throw his a little quick, he wasn't able to take his stutter step. So the bomb just flew past the Wizard.
yeah, it's one of the things that one can happen on this are pretty cool to get, but the third one, that's a completely different story.
That's why I'm always saying how bad that strat is, and we need to find a new one, because whoever came up with that strat is an idiot. Oh no, they're still really close, and body control just as bad as Octo, so it's still anybody's race at this point in time. I mean,
So fast of approach too.
I say they shouldn't have any trouble with Georg, but Georg can cause some issues. So, but yeah, and there's multiple ocarina glitches coming up too. So I mean, it's still anybody's game. Not just Body 2, people. Body 1 can be just as bad as Body 2, because Body 1 can do some pretty shitty things to waste time. So you'll see these guys after they got the Rockscape, they're not going up the entire clouds. Each one has a different number of clouds that you can go up, that you have to go up before you can hit the text box. So Toad just did one without having to go up a single cloud. MB just did one by going up 2 clouds. Each one has its own. You can just jump, and if you time your jump right on your Rockscape, you can actually land. You can actually hit the text box that's up there, or not the text box, but the loading zone. So MB failed that. And Toads failed the jump. Let's see if Toads can get it. If he doesn't, I'll just explain what it does. And if Toads gets this, he'll be right back in contention with MB. Alright, so they both failed it. This was just recently discovered, like shortly before the tournament started. If you Ocarina as the key is coming down, like right on, like, it's a certain frame of when that key is coming down when the enemy's dying, that if you Ocarina, it'll perform an Ocarina glitch, just like all the ones that we do with staircases. So if you do that, you can actually walk out of the room and then walk back in, go to the left, and skip all the rooms that Toad's currently doing. It'll skip that little puzzle. It'll skip this fight that he has to do, this jumping over. It'll skip 4 rooms. You just go left, left, down, right, up, and then you're right there at the small key. So it saves, I think it's around like 30 seconds. So that's why I was saying... what, Grant?
I think it was 40 seconds.
Is it 40?
Yeah, I think.
I know it's a pretty good chunk of time.
Chunk of time.
Yeah, so that's why I was saying if Toads would have gotten that, it would have put him right back up there with MB.
Okay, now there isn't much left, really. At this level for 2 players, there really is not much left to know who will win. And so maybe the p-hatching will be a problem. We will see now with MB. The idea is to place the bomb on the 2 switches and pressure forward, just like that. But this room is really annoying. Yeah, Toad's PB is far from optimized. It can still be improved by easily.
Well, the biggest thing too is he got a 1 ink during his PB, which waits around 20 seconds, and then that glitch has been found after he PB'd, and he hasn't PB'd since. So there's almost a minute worth of time that he can gain if he gets a 0 ink and he lands that glitch in a run. So.
Yeah, and well, he can still save time on those splits too. So, that was a scary room. If you get, if you are taken by these 4 masters, you're going back to the beginning of the dungeon. So, back on that dark room, which is terrible. So, missing an arrow shot, which can happen because. Because 4 masters bugs are not the same as the sprites, then you're in trouble. There's a roll leap right there. I don't know if we haven't seen much roll lift or if we're just not cared about it.
They've been trying to roll lift here and there. They've been failing a lot of roll lifts. Roll lifts are actually, I want to say frame perfect. Okay, it's been a while, but I want to say they're frame perfect. But it just requires us rolling and then placing a bomb at around the same frame, and it reduces the amount of frames that it takes for a bomb to blow up by like 50 compared to if you just naturally place one.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool to see too. Like and it's super fast. The only person that I've seen that is really super consistent at it is Chaotic Ace, and that's a surprise because he only did runs for the tournament and he got something really good, really quick. So,
wow, MB is actually farming hearts. He walked out of the room and walked back in to get the skulls to respawn.
Yeah, only 4 hearts for Ju. I guess.
I'm actually really surprised that Toads didn't grab the fairy because he's only at 2 hearts. I'm assuming he'll probably do what Toads did, or just grab all 4 of the hearts in this room.
MB was had the same problem too. No, he's going to do. Spider-Man, need to catch up.
Honestly, I was surprised that MB reset the room because usually 4 hearts is more than enough for Georg.
Yeah, if you can do the fight well, then it shouldn't be a problem. Also, this is a really weird way to do this fight. Usually, you won't do that group formation to hit the eye, but well, basically you would do what Toads is doing, but I think MD is the only one doing this.
Yeah, this is actually, I've been seeing this happen a little bit more often here recently, is people are doing the clumped version. I mean, it obviously can work, but you have to be a little bit more accurate with where you're standing compared to if you split yourself. There's a gap, so I still maintain the gap is the better way to go. You only... Ooh, MB got really lucky right there with the eye formation. So that's something we've talked about this entire tournament. If you get the eyes to line up correctly, you can stand in around like 3 pixel area, and Link can just attack and hit the eyeballs by himself. So you don't even have to copy yourself.
Yeah, that was pretty high. Getting it right away, like it's really good. You usually if you can try to go for it, you will play it once or twice and then get it, maybe. And well, MB just nailed it right away.
The bad thing is about that
match.
strat though is it's not even a good thing that like you want happen, because it's only ever going to happen on the second cycle. So you only ever need to do that if you get hit and you lose your clones. So it's one of those things, it's a backup strat. It's awesome to see happen, and it's good to actually go for instead of cloning if you have the opportunity. But essentially what you want to do is not lose your clones, so you don't have to re-clone or hope that you get an eye formation like that.
Otherwise, if you go for it for the first cycle, that means you're a cold task. Pretty much.
I imagine, like, I'm pretty sure that's what the Taz did before, and I imagine that's what the Taz is going to do again, is it's just going to RNG manipulate the eyeballs to open up that way so they can just never clone. Yeah, according to this, he's 26 seconds difference, whereas before it was 36.
Because of the room reload and I guess also the fight at Dinnet went as well as it could be. But yeah, there is still about 30-second difference.
Well, that's
and
what.
Now a little cutscene.
I'm good, man.
What?
What were you saying?
Yeah, just a little cutscene. We're back at the beginning of the game. We've got to do all the thing again, or everything again.
So yeah, this is what we've been saying this entire match. They've both been close enough the entire time where it can go either way. I mean, you have a little bit of RNG to go one way or the other, and anybody can take the lead. So we got Body coming up, which is the Dark Hyrule Castle boss, the last boss in the game. He's RNG heavy, so this race can still go either way.
Yeah, and there's still Ocarina glitch. Like, never forget Ocarina glitch. It's frame perfect. Nailing it every time. You can still fail it and lose 15 seconds because yeah, 4 Ocarina glitches coming up. And door jump too. Well, door jump shouldn't really be the problem. The door jump is just set up, while Ocarina glitch is a frame perfect trick. Okay, it's far from over. 20 seconds is a difference that can can you can get the lead back from 20 seconds.
Unfortunately, MB messed up cutscene walking. Let's see if Toads gets it. This, again, is something that could catch Toads up just a little bit.
Yeah, cutscene walking same time. Like triggering the cutscene at the same time as the stage boss.
Yeah, Toads just got it.
It's yeah, it saved like what 5 seconds?
It's something like that. Yeah, all it is activating two text boxes at the same time. Hit like unpetrifying those guys. Each one of them will, the top two will have something to say to you. So it'll be a text box, and then Eslo at a certain point will want to talk to you as well. So if you activate Eslo and one of the petrified people at the exact same time, it'll allow you to walk during the second text box, which is a little bit quicker than doing it normally. Okay, this is something that's been driving me insane this entire tournament. People need to stop going for that. Almost everybody has bonked during doing what Toads did. You can get around that corner. Sometimes, like, it's pretty precise where you gotta be standing. But everybody keeps trying it, everybody keeps failing, and it's a waste of time to go for it. Please quit bonking people. And they both fail the cannon strat. If you
Is that RNG?
If you use a bomb on the left cannons, and then you can attack the right two cannons when they attack, you can actually destroy all four of those cannons almost immediately, and you skip an Eslo text, so that actually saves a nice little bit of time to insta-kill those cannons.
I used to like to, but it's like super hard to get, and yeah, you don't have to do this strat in 100% just because you feel so fast. Please stop messing up. Current glitch. Alright, there we go. Yeah, please teach everyone how to constantly get this corner. Because I feel like it's RNG if you get it or not, because I don't know how it works.
Yeah, Quo has a video of it he put up, but I know it requires you standing in a certain spot. Most people just get around the wall, they just jump over the wall and then just run and hope for the best. I don't know if setting ups actually work for it or not. I mean, I think it's setting up for it to actually be worth it if you can be quick with it. But just the amount of bonks I've seen this tournament is just driving me insane. We'll save and quit here, and that's the reason why they walked out of the dungeon earlier. If you don't walk out and you save and quit, you'll start off right where you did the where we were talking about the cutscene walking in that area. That's where you'd start off at.
You were so good with the current glitch up until now. Now you're failing it a bunch.
Yeah, Toads has caught up a lot on MB because of failed ocarina glitches by MB.
Yeah, but now Toads is failing too a bit. Just a bit. Just a bit.
Ooh, that was close. He actually had to let go of his boots right there because he was scared he was going to bonk. If you bonk in the room that you activated the ocarina glitch, you'll soft block the game. So you don't want to roll, you don't want to bonk, you don't want to talk to NPCs. There's a few things you don't want to do in the room that you activated the ocarina glitch. After you're out of the room, you can do whatever the hell you want. Except for hit the ocarina because that deactivates the ocarina glitch.
I don't think we saw soft lock with Ocarina glitch so far in this tournament, but one that is really famous is the first one you do in DHC, or the second one. Basically, right before the second small key. If you soft lock, you have to go back to Incogto, so you lose like 35 minutes. it's stupid. Alright, so that was the final occurring glitch. We're done with occurring glitch. No more pressure with that. It's gone. It's over. Even though we used occurring glitch to get through the doors, it's still active as long as you don't activate occurring again. So you have to take that into account when doing your movements and stuff. A darkness fight. Nice. I'm pretty sure MB got it, right? Nice for Toots too. So I'm now obtained for both MB and Toads. They're both good at this game. Oh, MB got the good RNG for the Darknet at first. I'm having this PowerPoint again. This is mine. MB, no! He's being comboed the Wizrow. Not Wizrow. Genie.
Yeah, those are some of the worst enemies in the game. I mean, they're easy to fight. You know, that they don't really have a huge mechanic to them. You just walk up, hit, you can tell which one's real or not based on how they react. But the problem is if you get grabbed, and wow, look at that sync. It is synced. If you get grabbed by one of them, more than likely you're just going to get grabbed by the rest. And people have taken a lot of damage there from those ghosts.
And we're sync again for the last save and quit, guys. We just need the big key and then it's Vati.
Yeah, that's crazy that they actually synced up like that. You gotta remember, MB was, what, 26 seconds ahead entering Dark Hyrule Castle? So, he's already lost 26 seconds. Or Toads has already gained 26 seconds. I guess it depends on how you want to look at it.
Now Toads takes the lead, just because better movement. I don't know, can they still go for the manip? Or...
I actually have no idea how it works. That's something that Toads found and haven't played the game so long. I imagine Toads is doing it.
Seems like they both have the same RNG. Oh no.
He
got missed it.
Yeah, he bounced off one of the swords and he grabbed a Kinstone.
Alright, so the manip allows to kill that darkness right away, just because of that.
Oh, that was an excellent fight.
This fight is really RNG. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a really good fight. Toad's got the RNG manipulation on the Black Dark Nut, and then he got just really good jumps on the Red Dark Nuts, so that was almost as good as you can get at RTA. So now all we have left is Vadi 1, Vadi 2, a little bit of running with Zelda to get to Vadi 3, then Vadi 3, so and we're right here at the very end, and anything can happen. Anything can happen. Vadi 1 and Vadi 2 can be pretty trolly. Vadi 3 can troll a little bit as well, so it's still anybody's game at this point.
Vati won his 5 cycles, you can actually kill him in, I think, 3 cycles if you can get Dim's net, which you only see in Endo because only Endo do stuff like that.
Well, that was really close for Toads. He was having trouble hitting the eyeballs, then he got hit, then he got lit on fire, then got hit by the fire, and that just does a lot of damage too. So he actually had to spend a little bit of time to get a fairy. Oh, and MB got set on fire too. What in the world are these guys doing? And just like that, MB's actually ahead of Toads.
I can't see anything because my internet sucks.
Well, if you can hear me,
Oh
MB's actually ahead of Toads.
I see the chat. But does that or oh god. Oh no, I just sent it down. Okay. I thought for the worst for a second. Okay, wait. Can't say shit.
So with
Okay,
Vati 2, he follows the
most
same
time-
thing as... Oh, go ahead, you got it, Grant.
God.
Are you going to explain Vati 2?
I'm well, I can. So basically, the first you have to hit 4 eyes with a bow. Then use your clones to hit the 4 eyes at the same time, and then deal damage to the big eye in the middle. Problem is Vati 2 moves randomly, he does some attacks. It prevents you from using. He's a bitch. Straight up a bitch.
Oh, and MB just lost his clones too, so that's a nice time loss right there. And MB lost his clones again! So, and Vati 2 follows like how Mazal works. Because Mazal's got the whole, it can't be the same pillar 2 times in a row. Same thing with Vati 2. The set of eyeballs, it can't be the same set. So if you get the bottom, like when you start the fight off, it's going to be the bottom set, so you know that the next phase isn't going to be the bottom set. Oh, and Toads loses his clones. This is bad. And he accidentally gets bumped into the wrong portal. Ooh, he still managed to get that hit off. That was impressive. And MB was behind going into Vati 1. He beat Vati 1 first. Toads was behind going into Vati 2, and he beat Vati 2 first.
But Vati 3 is still kind of RNG and kind of annoying too. So even if Vati 2 is determining a lot, well, it's not over. By far, it's not over. I repeat, not over. Dude, stop spinning your stick. No, you're not mashing. You don't have to mash anymore text box. Toads, please don't do that. So yeah, something about this game, to mash cutscene, you basically press V to make the text go faster, and then you with your control stick to get the text box away. And so right there, that was just mashing text box and not watching if text box was over. that was good.
Oh wow, that's surprising. MB actually went with the fairy. So MB was just a little bit behind Toads, but him going to get that fairy puts him just a little bit more behind. So he really needs some RNG, some bad RNG for Toads to have him to catch up, or he just needs to have a really good fight. And this is already looking bad for Toads, because he just took a lot of damage right there. And Vati can troll you a lot while just sitting right next to the Minish portal. So Toads really needs to get lucky here and get a heart drop, or just not take any more damage.
Yeah, pretty much.
He should be fine here. He's going to go into the second arm. He shouldn't really get hit after he gets out of this. He should be fine with a heart and a half.
Yeah. Even if MB didn't further carry, he would have died and now because he has only 4 hurts and Fairies give 4 hurts back. So yeah, 3 cycles there with the blue gold. Down to 2 left. He's starting it now. If ever you fail it, then that behavior will not be predictable.
Wow, that was a super close race. I just opened up IRC. Super close race.
Yeah, that was incredible. 1:56, 18 for Toads. That's the 6th time. I said it's up to 1:57 for both.
I'm really kind of sad that MB went for that fairy. If he didn't go for that, I mean, granted he would have died because it is 4 hearts and he's under 4 hearts right now. But if he would have just played a little bit better during body 3 and wouldn't have went for the fairy,
yeah,
he could have actually still won it. Oh, well, it was a really close race. I mean,
44.
According to IRC, there's only a 26-second difference. The times there are a little bit different. MB split really late, so 26 seconds. That's, I think, like our 3rd or 4th closest match so far.
Yeah. Well, not really. There were way closer match, like 3 seconds or.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think this is our 3rd or 4th closest.
Yeah, it was a really close race with a really low time too, like sub or 4 people in the world who can pull that. And then the Toads are the 2 So congrats MB and Toads. The next match will be MB against Kitty for losers finals, and then we'll have Toads against whoever wins for grand finals.
And how the grand finals will work would be if the winner from the losers bracket, if they win, then it'll go on to another match. So since Toads won the winners finals, he has to lose twice to actually lose the tournament.
Yeah. Go on, yeah. Of course, go. Go on. You didn't realize, but go and finish the live. So when is the next race? I don't actually.
We don't know when the next race is because we just figured out who's going to be the opponent for Kitty.
Yeah,
so
right.
Gotta wait for them to figure it out. There should be a link.
We know. We're doing it tomorrow morning at 7 a.m.
Wow, really? Okay.
Yep, that's both. They're going to knock out both the losers bracket finals and the grand finals in one big block tomorrow morning.
Okay. Okay, that sounds fair, I guess. So tomorrow. So that's it for me. I will leave you for the last minute commentary. Trust if you've got something else to say. I'm going to bed.
All right, man. Night. Thanks for commentating with me.
Yeah, you're welcome. That was pretty cool.
Well, since I got the sign off, I guess I'll say what I say every single time. If you guys are on the Speed Gaming Twitch website, there's a lot of stuff going on. If you go underneath the page, you'll see all kinds of different pictures. Each one of them is a link. If you click on it, there's a bunch of different tournaments, stuff coming up. There's any of the stuff, like most of the stuff I think has actually started. If you guys want to watch it, there's some things that have already happened, like the SNES Superstars. If you want to watch the VOD for that, the best of NES, there's VODs for the marathon that happened. There's actually an event coming up for that if you guys want to join that. It starts on the 10th, I think. But seriously, go underneath the video player, look at all that stuff. There's so much stuff for you guys to watch or join in on. So apparently we'll have the match in the morning tomorrow. Thanks everybody for watching. Hopefully the match goes well tomorrow. I won't be able to see it, unfortunately. And I keep forgetting to say this every single time. Feasel, you're awesome for restreaming this. I love you.